Dotti. Jatketaan. Viimeksi katsottiin muistoja. Jos oltais päästy niin syli. Mihin me jäätiin? Mä en tee kompanion tehtävät ekaksi. Rosenbergki. Okei. Rosenberg. Hall of Valor puuttuu kans. Tehdäänkö me kaveriksi tehtävät ekaksi, että mennään... Aha. Mä haluan jutella. Käydäs kattas.
Hey, Harding.
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
Thought you might want someone to talk to.
Oh, Rook. That's sweet. I'm fine. Really.
Really? Okay. Well, we're all here if you...
Never mind. I can't lie. I feel awful.
It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
There's really no right way to feel. You've been through a lot.
You're right. Maybe I just need time. And a snack. It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. Revenge won't bring the Titans back. It can't erase what happened. And the Inquisitor thinks Solus can be saved. And I want to try. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Well, you get high marks for effort.
He's toying with me. So what brings you by?
Just curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. There've always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort. If you're facing prison or worse, you can always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the Blight.
Has your first warden always been, well...
A stubborn bastard?
One way of putting it?
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Elganon and Gillenine won't play by his rules.
If he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sword can be the wrong sword.
And just how, wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Sounds fun, right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
I've heard about Weishaupt. Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
Huh. Fun bunch you hang out with.
The wrong sword have their charm.
You don't seem the wrong sort.
No one's born a hero.
You're really selling it.
It gets better. When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation. And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
Okay. Now I get it.
Best part is the Warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past, but after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
But do people really change deep down? Or do they return to their old ways?
Maybe we need a bit of both. When the storm comes, you don't want farmers and florists fighting archdemons. It takes the wrong sword to put the world right.
Kinda like us, I suppose.
Minus the skeleton butler.
I don't know. Manfred the Warden has a ring to it.
How about we quit while we're ahead? See you around.
Manfred. Ultimate blight killing machine.
You call Manfred Fred?
Sure. He walked into my office. I said, Fred, can I call you Fred? He nodded. Seemed happy about it. If he doesn't like it...
Oh, Manfred doesn't mind. He quite likes you. Does the diminutive imply a certain level of comfort with the necromantic arts?
It shows a certain level of comfort with your friend. The rest of it, well, that depends. On what it is.
Ja sit jatketaan. Nyt se on vähän sperkki. Mennään sitä käänne. Yrität välttämättä levotettua sitä. Kuinka pitkään mun pitää mennä? Tonne asti. No. Täytyy näköisesti kävellä sinne.
You ready to fight?
Tarvitaan vispula. Mistä mä semmonen vieressä? Onko sä vispi? Et. Olisiko vispi tuo? Vispi ei ollut tää. Ei ollut vispula.
Those are bones. Has this spirit been scattering someone's corpse around?
It considers this all a game. Let's return the remains to where they belong.
Kruunu täytyy vielä kerätä. Tää on vielä jossain.
The bones we found just disappeared.
Tää keli uudestaan.
Let's try this again. That did it. The bones are back where they should be.
At least that spirit didn't walk him around.
Oh, it's far too weak to attempt a possession. For now.
For now? Ugh. I don't want to know.
If you insist.
Can't do this without a wisp.
seen it. I suppose the Grand Necropolis may seem a bit exotic to everyone but Rook.
Why play with the corpses? Just burn them like normal people.
Coming at range.
Got him good there.
Kuka siellä vielä hengissä?
Watch for incoming.
They attack from afar!
That's the last of them.
Thank you again for coming. It'll be good to perform the rites of remembrance with another Watcher. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago.
I remember this. A visiting Orlesian mage called it the most macabre thing he'd ever seen.
Orlesians. Fabulous artists, but no eye for the long run. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
It's good to hear another Watcher say that.
It's a common lesson.
I like that you're not so grim about it.
That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Being a Watcher of the Grand Necropolis should come with standards.
I remember it being better kept in my day. Doubtlessly just the comforting murk of time.
You could ask someone down here if it's true.
There's a thought.
Time to light the candles?
If you would.
Been a while since I paid homage to our dead.
Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
Oh, right. They used to be higher. Did the necropolis shuffle around its rooms again?
It did. We'll have some work ahead, leading people here on the days of public mourning. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
That's some advanced necromancy.
Well, feel free to browse my books in the lighthouse. I just found a wonderful work on chronological transection in the Fade. This way, Rook.
That bell did its job. Not a trace of despair demons. I mean, spirits.
It's all right.
Visiting your fellow undead, Manfred?
You'll need to light these candles as well.
Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages.
You still have the old ritual memorized?
Like I said, a watcher should have some standards.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me.
JoggiZ.
Ah, look here.
Greetings to the dead and undying.
I think it might be welcoming you home. We're also enjoying the gardens, but we've one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
We're not so different. Watchers discovered me down here as a foundling.
I'd heard a mage was found as an infant in the necropolis.
Well, I ran around Navarra's streets before my magic called. You settled in better.
I needed time. When I first arrived, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
If our necropolis teaches us anything, it's to face life and death.
I was grateful for it, Rook. Immensely. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
Let no Watcher forget that our greatest treasury is our dead.
Yes, exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
I've resurrected simple undead before, but I've never seen a wisp animate a corpse so smoothly.
He's taken remarkably well to having a body, haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed.
We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good watchers, faith kept in all our pacts.
It's been a while since I saw greater spirits of the necropolis.
Those two in particular are amongst our oldest friends. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
It's part of life.
I wish I'd had your equanimity when I was younger. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, sunlit streets, a roar, strangling fear, struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of homecoming would this be for you if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
That sounds great. Thanks.
Would you mind letting Manfred pour? He does so love seeing the steam rise from the cups.
Manfred!
Just a casual inquiry.
No, kädessä.
Haven't seen you for.
Okay. Let's see if we can figure this out. The meditation bells. I used to know the right order to ring them in.
Keep forgetting you live down here.
Ugh, I need a moment. It's been a while.
Take your time. Straight away. Right away. I'm excited to travel together, Tash. I've heard such stories about the Lords of Fortune.
Don't touch me if I die.
I beg your pardon?
Don't do weird magic to my corpse.
I assure you, a watcher always... What do you mean by weird?
No death magic. Rook gets my body if I die.
I what now?
If that's what you wish. At once!
That opened up something.
Joka voi niinku oikeastaan edes kutsua mikään ongelmatilanteeksi. Seuraat vispiä. Ja tuossa oli niin hyvä stäkkäri, että se sai jäädä. No katsoin kaikkea. Mitä sä siinä pingaa? No sit siinä hillut. Etteikö ymmärrä mitä ne haluu? En tiedä. Mitäs täällä on? Missä me hommataan wispi? Onko täällä wispi? Kuulostaa sieltä. No se ei ollut kauhean hankala homma. Täytyy vaan käydä ovesta sisään.
This one keeps its memories yet.
So many rooms. What's following? What are you? Stay away! They're gone. House is safe.
Mikä järki noissakin mahtaa olla? The mirror. Mihin sä haluat nyt me mennä? Minne sä haluat tonne? Täällä on muitakaan. Mennään sit suoraan.
Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
Here, let me.
You gotta spread it out. Throw it out in a clump and they fight over it.
I know how to do it.
So do it. Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic, or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antom called you Adari?
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. You little guys hungry?
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me. There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antom, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun.
Kuten näet, yksi meni tän taakse. Kyllä se jossain tuolla. Ja se tuossa ylhäällä.
There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
The birds just ate. Scare them any more than you already did and they'll be crapping everywhere. What the crap is that?
The Anton must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vosh Vatari! Come on. These banners need to burn. Let's see if it burns.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ooh, ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
And I guess that's the trade-off of being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
Kissa jättänyt viesti.
An on-time supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch. Yep.
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh. It's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. She's a friend.
A friend? All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
Is there anything you need? We saw that the Anton were in the area.
Yes. I knew some of them from the Dreadnought where I worked. I know places to hide. They did not see me.
Let me know if they give you trouble.
I am at peace, Avatosh. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatosh.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
So the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Qun says you take care of people.
So You're a little Kunari, a little Rivani, and a little dragon.
Yeah?
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing. So how do you get it?
I left my old life behind to live in the necropolis with the Mornwatch. Then I had to leave that to help stop Solus. So you take what works from each part, right?
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Qun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah? Maybe. Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't. Not that it's my business. She's not in my,
She always did like the flustered ones. In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
she's very involved in your life.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet Karash.
Yeah, it was.
Se oli sit siinä. Käydä katsoa mitä Morriganilla on asiaa. Ollaan nyt ne muistot katsottu. Ollaan muisteltu. Tässä siinä teet.
Now you see, Dweller, the gods hunger to reclaim this place. Their minions scavenge what the wolf left behind. They turn his regrets to weapons and blight all they touch. If the Evanuris take the crossroads, darkness will fall.
Spell it out for me. Exactly what happens if the gods reclaim the crossroads?
The fade flows through these ancient ways. Spirits and demons, dreams and magic. Now, imagine all blighted.
Like I needed another reason to stop them. You believe the gods could blight the whole crossroads, don't you?
You bring hope. A revenant is destroyed, others remain. Fight on, Dweller. The blight must wither.
Hemmotti.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine.
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not? Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned, her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
You're Mythal? That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
This isn't the strangest thing I've heard, but it's close.
'Tis difficult to describe, even now. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice, which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mathal's and of those who bore her.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mathal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mathal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mathal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mathal.
I am not Mathal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mathal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mathal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mathal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Maybe there's a way we all get what we want.
Do you truly believe such a thing?
Well, maybe at least what we deserve.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mathal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mathal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mathal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
You make it sound like this piece of Mythal is going to attack me.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanuris, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
Alas souta.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
Sitten joku 60 tasan
Getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
Ihan vaan sieltä varat, koska tää peli voi tehdä aina jotain ilkeä. Ja ettei käy hupsis juppiseva lakijumis. Siellä se on.
That has to be her.
Do you believe she'll be willing to speak with us? Or are we bound for violence?
Guess we'll find out.
Odotetaan vielä 30.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. We made ourselves bodies to be like humans, but I never expected to see humans scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am?
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillenane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world, and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solus's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganan and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the Blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the Blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solus defeated them.
And?
And the Blight only happened because of what you did. You need to fix your mistake.
My mistake? I saved lives and ended a war, you petulant child. Your words are weak. Prove your worth or die.
Everyone get ready.
Her draconic form is quite formidable.
4 ja 5. Niitähän nyt ampuu. Ei oo tosi. Man grab! Seuraava närviä. Onneksi seivattiin. 4-5. Ei, save 2. Täytyy kokeilla joskus. Tehdäs näin. Tehdäs noin. Chat, mä joskus yrittää testata vetää sitä kuppaa. Mutta. Katsotaan, että me saadaan nyt puhuttua se ympäri. Aha. Se haluaa, että me vedetään sitä kuppaa.
Everyone get ready.
tehdään nyt näin. Me loudataan toi, koska me ei selvit sillä. Toistaiseksi meitä kun mulla on vähän parempi hetki, niin kokeillaan vetää sitä.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. That has to be her.
We talking or fighting?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. We made ourselves. So. Why? Or do you. Anne?
Stopping the Blight mattered enough for you to talk with Solus, even after he rebelled against you. It mattered enough for you to stand against the other gods.
And I was struck down for doing so, betrayed by those I had ruled beside for centuries.
You made the difficult choice to protect your home, because it was the right thing to do. Help me do the same.
Not bad, but not enough. Let us speak of something else.
You can't want Elganon and Gillenane to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet the world needs rulers. So set the Blight aside and tell me why I should help you topple them.
What they did to you was wrong.
And you care so deeply for the injustice done to me thousands of years ago.
You deserve justice. And they deserve to be punished for misusing their power and killing you when you tried to check them.
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
Solus is helping me.
Solus is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solus turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Solus made his choice, you made yours. It might have been cleaner for you to move on from him completely, instead of keeping your feelings for him.
Just like that? Do you feel so little that you could follow such a path with someone you had known for centuries?
You asked me what you should have done, not what I would have done.
My patience wears thin. Choose your next words carefully. Why must I give myself over to you?
I am worthy of your help.
That is for me to judge.
I am fighting to protect this world.
Any petty tyrant can fight those who come to their land and claim to be protecting their people. I have seen rulers, human as you are, the mages of Tevinter, following in the Elven Empire's footsteps. They build nothing that does not serve them. Why should I believe you are any better? What is a protector to you?
I can't really say. All I can say is that I'm trying to follow your example. You are the ideal.
Ugh, pathetic. I will not sacrifice myself for some pandering courtier. Your words are weak. Prove your worth or die.
Jaha. No, kokeillaan uudestaan.
Everyone get ready.
Her draconic form is quite formidable.
Perkulerkäs seinät. Koska tähti. Lasereet. Hakee potionit ja herättää nopeastikin. boksen päällä. Viimeinen potioni. Mä haluaisin nähdä, millä tapahtuu, kun se kanssa juttelee. Hetken, aina katos.
It's ours. The essence of a god. It burns just being near it. But this is the power we need to finish this.
Strength requires knowledge. How shall we use it?
I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide, we'll know.
Okei, me tehdään näin. Tallennetaan. Noin, sitten mä käyn nopea vessassa. Mä tuun takaisin, mä yritetään jutella se läpi ja katsotaan mitä sit käy. Ja sitten jatketaan tuossa, kun ollaan tapettu se perveri. Great new save. Ei. Load. Se ei ollut toi, se oli toi. Joo, mä seivasin jo. Nyt se olisi korruptoitunut se save, tapataan lohikerpuudesta.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. That has to be her.
We talking or fighting?
Guess we'll find out.
You are... we... Anne? So... he keep... Just... my patience wears thin.
I am worthy of your help.
I have... they...
That's tuo.
A protector is someone who kills monsters so that the innocent are safe.
That is a child's fantasy of what a true protector should be.
It's not fantasy when those monsters are literally marching toward innocent people as we speak.
Your arguments are... compelling. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty... this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you.
I offer one further boon. I cannot enter the physical world or the pure Fade, but in this place, I still carry some power. Evil has intruded here. The Blight, seeded by Elganon and Gillenane. Find it, and when you meet your greatest challenge, I will fly one last time.
Okei, eli me pidetäänkin tää save.
The essence of a god. Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so... alive.
So the Dragon Lady came through. Now what?
God knows her moment. At least her essence does. When the time comes, we'll be ready.
No sielläkin pidetään. Joo.
We did it. We got Mythal's essence.
Morrigan made it sound like she was gonna fight you. But she gave you her magic stuff just from you talking at her a bunch.
Not sure what we do with it just yet, but if Morrigan's telling the truth, it'll come in handy at some point.
Noin. Sitten joskus voidaan katsoa, mihin tuo menee. Oh no! Mä unohdin ton. Voi ei. Me saatiin hyvä voiveitti. Tässä on. Tässä saa kokeilla. Hyvä säkeä se memento. Tässä muuta. Käydään katsoa tota ainakin. Se ei täällä ole mitään. Hall of Valor. Käydään siellä. Se siellä on.
Nothing but top shelf stuff over here. For gold and glory.
So, you're a mage, right?
I am a seer, yes.
Does that mean you're not a mage?
It means that my magic is primarily focused on communing with spirits, or acting as a conduit for them to speak through.
Wait, you let yourself get possessed? On purpose?
Ah, I forgot you were from Ferelden.
Greetings, Morn Watcher. You are a long ways from Navarra.
Hail to you, child of Valor. As a voice of our lightless shores, I pray your blade may never sunder.
Oh, you honor me. Few remember the old ways.
Onko tää joku Isabella haaremi?
Welcome to the Hall of Valor. I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Your kind always do. Looking to fight? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
The spirits of the Hall of Valor are honored to welcome Emmerich Volcarnage Volcarin of the Lordwalk!
They've got us at range.
Yay.
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you.
Pistetään 10 kertaa kaikkia turpaa. Kai pahenee.
You'll want something with a bit more bite this time, I reckon. All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
Come on, place your wagers! And remember, never bet anything you aren't prepared to lose.
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you.
Sanoiko se joka kerta tuo?
Ready for something really spicy? I've got what you need.
Surprise! It's a dragon!
Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
Come on, place your wagers! And remember, never bet anything you aren't prepared to lose.
You've certainly earned your reputation. I line them up and you keep knocking them down, but I still have some tricks. Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
The Venatori want to
You can really put on a show. I should charge an entrance fee. All right, this is really starting to annoy me. Once more, and don't you dare hold back. Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
All right. Who's ready for some action? I know I am.
Eli kaikista helpoin.
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should
It was
stop
a
betting
vähän,
against you. Oh, I can't wait to see what you've got.
Vai että silloin kakkosessa ollut vähän isommat nuo. Sanotaanko nuo varustukset. Se on mennyt kasaan.
Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
They invaded our country. Will they conquer the Hall of Valor? Find out as the time. Let's fight!
You couldn't pay me to step in the pit with you, and coming from me, that's quite a compliment. Who wants to get their blood pumping? Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
Sehän vielä voi keksiä. Demoneit.
Come on, place
Yep.
your wagers.
Done spawn.
Anything wrong compared to lose.
Great show. Guess the Morn Watch are good at fighting more. Want to blow off some steam? Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
We got the idea for this next match from a traveler named Arthur. Then he used it to challenge Shepard.
It's over.
spectacular. We felt the blood spray from way over here.
Onko demonien veret?
Hall of Valor's ready. How about it? Feeling valorous?
Onko mennä sitä
Get
9 vai?
going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
Mä keksin, kun viimittääks mitään mukaan ne kutsuu lohikäärmeen.
Next up, we call them evil cultists. They call themselves planetary, but that fancy name doesn't cover up the stink.
Excellent hit roll.
Kuoppa.
You couldn't pay me to step in the pit with you, and coming from me, that's quite a compliment. What are you in the mood for? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
10. Mitä täältä sit tulee?
All right. Who's ready for some action? I know I am.
Bye.
You can really put on a show. I should charge an entrance fee.
Siis... Tota varten. Se jotain muuta.
Hall of Valor's ready. How about it? Feeling valorous? Fine. Everyone gets scared once in a while. I won't tell.
Tää tosin paikat tylsäksi jäi. Kylmänen mediocre tappelu. Olisi voinut viimeinen osa, että jo ollut edes joku vähän isompi. Tää on niinku vähän niinku jäänyt kesken tää paikka, jos tässä oli kaikki mitä täällä on niinku varaa valit. Jos katsoo, pystyykö mä taas myymään jotain tavaroita tän niihin muihinkin paikkoihin.
We need that report Ireland was asking about.
Lot of weird things lurking in the forest. I got the goods to kill most all of them.
Okei, ei oo täällä.
Send your friends my way. Tell them.
Joo.
Your coin helps, and there's some good bargains out there for you.
Okei, se ei nyt kauheasti. No kaikki muut itelit, mitkä mä oon kerännyt, niin on tarkoitettu just siihen doksiin. katsoin, että menin nekropoliin jotain myytävää. Oliko se tähän suuntaan vai eikö?
We've a fight ahead.
Ei se oli väärä suunta.
Ever more to do?
Yes. There is much to be done. The dead keep watch.
Ei tässä nyt ole varmaan tehtävä joku... käydään kattoo se ainakin alkuun. High Underfells. Se oli se, missä koulutettiin. Sitten Seherani, vielä puhutaan Pork Oceani. Beneficationsia. Antiva Free Martyrs. Onko tossa Free Martyrs? Tässä... Orlee. Jos muistaa oikein. Areenaa 3.
Rook, welcome to the Hosberg wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
This place is...
foreboding?
Yes. Well, foreboding is normal here, but it's worse than usual.
The Blight's always a problem in the Anderfells. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hosberg wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
It only gets worse from here.
We've got the same feeling.
As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
If the Blight's really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much?
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the Blight's usual song.
Stories say Wardens sense blight. I never thought it was literal.
It happens when you join the Order. But that's more than I should say.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
Become a warden, hear the blight. And people think Watcher initiations are scary.
Do you work with spirits? That's not so bad. Demons, though. I don't like demons.
Things can get restless in the necropolis. Anyway, what's the plan?
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report. Soon.
If we want proof the Blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the Blight left the village, we've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
You need more to study.
Yes. The odd growths the Blight has formed, like boils, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
So you two study the blight?
Formally? No. Well, maybe. It depends on your definition.
We travel a lot, and tend to get sidetracked by weird problems.
Who knew I'd roam so far from Orlais? If we want to help, we need to learn what we're dealing with.
Leave it to me.
You can't just handle blight. I'll give you something to contain it. And watch for darkspawn.
I'll try not to die.
We'd prefer you didn't.
So be careful.
Mikäs mulla on nuo? Nelonen. Organisoituneen level on taas nelonen. Siellä on pointseja. Se oli se tauntti, joo. Otetaan mieluummin viivaa isommaksi. Kymmenes kartta meillä tässä on. Aika iso. Tässä ainakin joka voi myydä.
Hello there. Another day.
Joo. Kai me päätetään tähän ja sitten tutkitaan seuraavalla kerralla tämän paikkaa. Tuli tässä muutenkin varmaan pari tuntia just tehty tätä. Mut joo. Mä en edes muista mikä video, onko tää 17? Siinä mennään. Katsotaan sit myöhemmin, onko se 17. Okei. Se 18. 4 ja 16. En tiedä. Näin kävi. Mut joo. Mä lopetan tämän ja pistän tämän lataukseen niin saman tien. Niin. Ei muuta kuin seuraavaa kertaa. Bye bye.